Chris Down Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Don. I'm like the explosive one. Let's crack into another one.
TNT.
Yo.
I finally did it.
You came out of the closet?
No. I've been wanting to tell you about this for the entire week, but I wanted to surprise you on the podcast because you don't know about this, and I've been waiting to tell you because we've talked about doing something before, and I actually
sounded like you're coming out of the closet.
No.
It sounded a lot like you're coming out of the closet.
I went to a speed dating event last week.
Okay. This is very 1990s, like late 90s, 2000s build when people were doing this, but I respect it.
Yeah,
how did it go?
Whew. Okay.
Speed dating in 2025.
It was interesting, bro. So
just get like the Gen Z stare.
So it was a hostless event.
I don't know what that means.
So like I talked to one of the other guys when there was a break, and he said he's been to speed dating events before, and they basically like line all the chicks up at a table like a trough, and you just like just like boop 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 in front. I'm like, that would have been gross. I wouldn't have liked that.
It's always that dynamic of there's going to be more men than women. Huh?
Well, no, they matched up so it was even. Like it's on purpose. So like at speed dating, normally it's even, but he said normally they like sit them all at a table, like the head table at a wedding, and then everyone just comes up and like sits down, and they just literally go seat to seat to seat to seat to seat, and you're like right next to each other, and you can hear the conversations, and it's awkward. That was not this. I would have hated that.
Yeah, that's weird. I like the separate tables and shit.
Yes. So how this worked was you it was all done through like you signed up and they had your email and your phone number or whatever, and they sent you a link. And it would be like, go meet. The timer will come up. It would be like, meet Sarah. And then you put in a description of yourself, what you're wearing. So it'd be like, Sarah's wearing blue t-shirt, blue jeans, brown hair, whatever. So then you see her and you're like, hey, I'm Jonas. Hey, I'm Sarah. And then you just go find a spot in the coffee shop and you go sit down. And then you just talk, and there's like a timer on the app, and it's like, or on the phone, and it's like 10 minutes. And you sit there and you talk for like 10 minutes. And then it's like, and then it gives you like a wrap-up time of like 3 minutes, and then it pops up the next one, like, go meet Jane. Jane's blonde hair with a green top and whatever. And then you're like, hey, I'm Jonas. And then you go and sit down, and then like you do that. We were supposed to have 7 dates. One of the women canceled that morning so there was only 6. So I had 6 dates in 2 hours or whatever the hell it was. It was
weird.
Yeah,
I imagine it's weird.
Like, for me,
it sounds weird on paper.
Right. For me, I love talking to people. So it was enjoyable for me because I just like talking to people. I think you probably would have hated it, knowing you and just talking to strangers for no reason.
Yes, because I detest meaningless conversation.
Ooh, talk about meaningless conversation.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro.
That shit's fucking lame.
I pride myself. I'm a conversationalist. Like, I can like keep a conversation like interesting when I'm like on a date or like whatever.
You thrive in the sea of meaningless conversation, whereas I drown in the sea of meaningless conversation.
So
I come to the point where I'm just like, what the fuck are we even talking? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
There's like
right.
more important things I could be doing in my life.
And of course, every one of them was like, what do you do for work? I'm just like, I'm going to murder myself right now.
Them, yeah.
So I would sit down and I would be like, I'm not talking to you about work.
No
what do you like to do for hobbies? And they're just like, and most of them are like, oh my God, like, let's talk about something else.
See, and me, I would just troll chicks. I would just be like, so, do you believe you're going to heaven or hell? Do you believe in heaven or hell?
You just sit down and you're just like, has Jesus come to you and spoken?
Have you explored any other religions? I start like evangelizing to them.
That's so funny.
Be like, have you ever thought about taking up Mormonism?
Oh,
Joseph Smith.
Jesus Christ. So
no, not Jesus Christ. Joseph Smith.
So you were able to, after you were done, it gave you like 12 hours where you could put, I want to match with this person romantically, I want to pass on them completely, or you could match with them as a friend, platonically. And then what I found out later I didn't know is like the guys that were there, you could also match with them as friends too. Like, I didn't talk to any of the other dudes. I talked to one dude for 2 minutes and asked him if he'd been to a speed dating thing, and he explained the thing. So it was like, but here's the thing. So I there was only 2 of the girls at all I even said I would want to match with. And I think like I marked friend for all of them because I wasn't there really to date. I was there for the story. I literally went there exclusively to talk on the podcast about it.
Fair enough. I like that.
And,
I like that.
and I was like, oh, if I get a real date out of it, great. And, okay, I ended up with one platonic match. And then in my head, I'm like, what woman goes to a speed dating event and wants to become platonic friends with a dude?
The same type of woman that is the same type of you goes to the event.
No, but like dudes will.
Maybe they're just doing it for their podcast. It
Yeah.
is Austin, Texas.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I Show Speed is here. Freaking Angry Joe, like generations.
I
of
will say
content creators.
Here's the part that was kind of whack about this one. There was 6 girls. 4 of them were all friends there together. So I'm like, so right there, your chances of a match go down by 1 billion because if one girl likes you, the other 3 can't. You know they got done and they collabed and were like, okay, are any of you interested in any of these dudes? Which one of us is going to match with them? Because if Sarah matches with me and Jane matches with me, they're not going to do that. They're homies.
How many of them were there totals? You said
6.
6?
So 4 of the 6 were all together.
yeah,
I'm like, that's kind of whack.
They're just there because they dared each other.
Well, really, and one of them was like, yeah, we're all single in our friend group. We said, let's just do a speed dating.
Never mind. You know what? I take it back. They're all single in their friend group. There's some problems going on there.
Yeah, like no, they're the single ones of their friend group. Like they have more friends. They're the 4 single girls. Anyways,
Having more than 4 friends at 30 plus is insane, by the way. Let's just keep that
I have
above.
1 million friends.
Yeah, you're fucking insane. All right. I almost said the R word, but I kept it out
Risky?
of my. Yeah, you're risky. No,
I-
you're insane. You are an insane human being.
There-
You are not the norm. Just keeping it a buck here, man. I'm just gonna let you know about yourself real quick. Then we can continue on with your little fucking engagement with the fucking friend group. You're crazy. Nobody has more than 4 friends at the age of 35, 40, whatever. You know, it doesn't happen. Meeting people is impossible nowadays. And I'm not just saying that from coming from a person who spends 90% of their time never leaving the house. I'm saying is that as a person in 2025 over the age of 30, that's crazy. All right. Now continue your statements.
So there was one of them for sure that as she was talking about herself, literally stopped and said, I know that sounds Austin as fuck. I might as well just talk about that I like pumpkin spice too. And then I was just like, you're right. You do sound Austin as fuck.
Fair enough.
And so they were all kind. I had a couple good conversations.
I mean, good conversation. How long was each interaction?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay. You can have meaningful conversations.
Yeah, like one of them was just like the one girl, like I could tell that she was just not interested, and like she sat down, I was like, oh, like what do you like to do, like other than work and like whatever. What did she fucking say? She was like, I like to color. What do you do for work? And I was like,
sorry, what?
And immediately gave it back to me.
I want to marry this girl.
And then she just kept asking me questions about myself. I was like, you didn't even answer the question I asked you. And she was, I don't know, dude.
She was taking the lead, man. Look, man, I'm going to let it be known right now, Jonas, is that there is a certain threshold for when you are considered like an upstanding citizen in society, and once you bypass that point and you're still single, you become kind of a weirdo. All right, and that goes for men and women alike.
No, absolutely, yeah.
So, like,
I mean, people do have breaks in relationships.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah,
Look, man, Jonas, you were married and you got a divorce, which honestly is the most normal thing for you to ever fucking do, which is like the most type A personality, just like run-of-the-mill, average American fucking like cisgender white male thing for you to do is to get married and get a divorce. So guess what?
My bingo card is fucking full,
exactly,
bro. Yeah.
Exactly. If like the aliens come down and looking for your average guy, yeah,
I am not the average.
You fit the bill. You do. You fit the bill.
Some parts of me.
You talk to people. You fucking got married, got divorced. You know.
I don't have kids.
I mean, you lucked out there, man.
Goddamn right.
And not that you're preventing any of that thing, because this motherfucker won't listen to me when I tell him to get a vasectomy.
You know, you very rarely talk to me about real shit, and like you will like every opportunity hit, you're like, you need to get trimmed up, bruh.
I feel very strongly about a man of your age and your desire to have children, because we've had multiple conversations about it. You should just get a vasectomy. I don't know what you like, why you want to like live
After
on a
the
razor's
speed
edge.
dating event, I think.
I'm serious, man. I'm like, I don't know why you're waiting on the edge, because like you don't want kids. There's an answer to the problem. Your job will pay for it. Get it done.
Knock it out. So.
But speed dating.
Yeah, man, I did it.
2025 in Austin, Texas. That sounds amazing. Honestly, I would probably do that for the story.
If I see that event, does another one you want to do?
No, I don't want to do it. I said I would probably.
I literally was like, I saw that come up and I was like, oh, that would be really good to do for the podcast. Like I could like talk about this for an episode. Like not that it was like, I was hoping something wild would happen.
Like honestly, Jonas, yeah. If you see another one pop up, let me know, because I'm gonna get a compendium of motherfucking questions, and I'm a troll, so I'm just gonna like think of the weirdest shit. Like, so how old were you when you lost your virginity?
Oh my God.
Is that a bad? I can't ask that.
How much do you weigh?
Like, this is honestly.
You're just like, how much money do you make? How much? All the
man.
questions that are like faux pas, like how tall are you? How old are you? How much do you weigh?
It's crazy because like I got one of those like my IRL jobs is kind of like it's untouchable. Like it does nothing but elicit like sympathy, and like people are like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, I get that every single time I tell people what I do IRL. So I'm untouchable. You can't. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It shall not.
I don't
work.
know. I did it. I would do it again. Like, because here, I think I went in with a great mindset of like, I don't want to do anything from this. Yeah. And like, I just went and sat down, had a good time, and it was like 2 hours, and like I chatted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 2 hours ain't bad out of your day.
I was at a coffee shop, had a couple cups of coffee, like just hung out, chatted with some strangers, and left.
So none of them really met the criteria for somebody you might want to date?
There was two that I was like, oh, these people seem fun. Mm-hmm. Like it was like, let's see. I mean, we're about time, so I'll try to be quick on this. Like
I got another question too, so make it quick.
There was I would say out of the six, a couple were just hard nosed. Like I just wasn't interested, like physically in them. Like I just didn't think they were cute or whatever. Whoa. They were fine, but like they just
they were black.
Oh wow!
Just asking.
No.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
And a couple of them, like just their personality, I was just like, nah, I'm good. And then a couple of them, like one of the two that I matched with, like I didn't even think she was that cute. But we had a really cool conversation, and I was like, "Oh, you're cool. Like, I'd go on a date with you." Like, but she didn't find me interesting enough, which was fine. And then the other one was like, she was really cute, but like, yeah, I don't know.
So I know, like, we're a couple of guys, and this is a misogyny podcast. I try not to be misogynistic, and I would never endeavor on giving a woman a letter grade or a number grade or anything that is demeaning as that. But on average, Jonas, what would you give them as a letter grade? On an average is different. It's a bell curve. You know what I'm saying? That's different.
I don't think that's a fair assessment because
some of them are dragging it down a little bit.
Lord, no, I don't think it's a fair assessment because my letter grades are different than yours.
Yeah, I don't care. I want your letter grades though. On average, would you say at least a C, or are you going to say a D? No, because if you go B or A, I'm going to be like, oh wow, there's some really hot chicks there. I would say like, and maybe like one dog.
No, they were all. I would say almost all 6 of them were at least a C or higher.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, like I mean, they were at least average or above. Like nobody, like yeah, there was like I mean, everybody was. I mean,
yeah, I guess I'm just trying to get a feel for like the type of person that would engage in that type of activity.
Yeah, it was very much the vibe I got very much from it was, the type of person who would do this is like the very like the same sort of average person, not like looks, just like the average Joe or the average Joe me, whatever, that you would find on like a dating app. Just like
Okay.
it just like
Tinder girls.
Pretty much, yeah.
Tinder girls,
for the
either
most part, yeah.
either you know they are over sexualized or
Jeez, I don't what?
or they just take care of their kids all the time and that's it. I got you.
I don't think any of them had kids.
None of them
I don't
had
think any of
kids.
my kids.
That's impossible in 2025.
Yeah, no, this was time traveled for it.
In 2025,
I went to 1987 and did it.
All right, man.
Anyways,
Well,
that's
congratulations.
I mean, it was great.
I
So
guess.
that's all time we've done this episode. Please make sure to like, subscribe for doing this. Yep.